Another day, another online business. Yesterday, SellAnyCar.com launched here. It's the first of its kind in the Middle East. Apparently prides itself on price and the ability to purchase cars straight away, regardless of make, model and condition. It's billed as the fastest and most hassle-free way to sell your car in the comfort of your own home, which all sounds good to me. Saygin Yalcin is a German entrepreneur of Turkish descent. He's in the studio. Saygin, it's lovely to see you again. It's been a while since we've spoken.
Sure. Good morning, first of all. Thank you very much for having me again.
Thank you for coming in. This is the venture that you couldn't talk about the last time we spoke, and I was trying to wheedle it out of you in some way, but you wouldn't say. So tell us, first of all, SellAnyCar.com. If you want to flog a car, flog your motor, is this going to be the website that we're all going to flock to?
That's going to be the website in the future. Actually, we're really happy to have launched it on time. We planned it yesterday, and it was really a lot of work, no sleep. But in general, as you said, SellAnyCar.com is the first online car buying service in the Middle East, which actually gives you an instant online free car valuation, then a free car inspection, and a guarantee to purchase any car within 30 minutes. So literally, you can just take off during your lunch break and decide to sell your car and come back without actually taking off from work. And that's the guarantee we're giving, a hassle-free and even haggle-free service. So
that sounds great. It sounds fantastic. I've decided to sell my car. I'm going to upgrade to whatever I'm going to do. I'm leaving the country, need a quick sale, whatever the situation is. But my guess is, you know, you're looking for deals, aren't you? Are you going to be offering rock-bottom prices? What are you going to do?
So what we're planning to do is actually solving two problems on both sides of the table in the industry. First of all, the consumers' challenge of selling cars and the experience, what I believe is broken. So selling cars is a hassle nowadays, and it takes time. If you try it privately, it takes 4 to 6 weeks. It basically is a whole process which you have to go through. So that is basically what we're solving. On the other hand, we're solving a problem in the industry in terms of business, because we're not selling cars back to the public. We're actually selling it back to businesses. So these guys are looking for stock in bulk, and they're looking for pre-inspected cars, which we are doing. So having said that, are we offering fair prices? Yes, we are offering fair prices, and we might even offer you more than anywhere else you might get. And how is that possible? First of all, because we are going to be the biggest car buying service in the Middle East, meaning we will have the cloud to go in bulk deals to the businesses and say, you better give us a better deal than this individual who's trying to come to you and sell his car. So that is basically how we can manage to justify a margin.
The automotive economy in Dubai is quite well known to people in the industry that second-hand cars don't stay in the country. Traditionally what happens is that new car sales are far more important to the local economy. Second-hand cars, when they're traded back to a dealer, are more often than not sent overseas to markets which can pay higher prices than you would get in the UAE. So when you say that you're going to sell your cars that you buy from the public to companies, are these companies going to send them off to Lebanon and Iraq and places like that?
I totally agree that the priorities are in the new car business, especially for official dealerships. It always depends on which car. Like as we are not really looking at which condition the car has or the age. We're actually looking at it, but we don't deny a car or reject the car because of its condition. We will decide where to go. So if it's a car which is completely damaged and in an accident, it probably goes to traders which are probably located in Sharjah, who are basically buying cars to disassemble them into parts. So it always depends on the car's condition and age, usually, if it goes to export. So if it's a quite new car in terms of maybe 1 year old or 1.5, 2 years old, it might stay in the country. But at the end of the day, it's really it really depends. There are hundreds of businesses which are focusing on either selling it within the country or exporting it.
So in terms of used car sales, we know we all are quite familiar with the Alawir area where used cars are. There's a massive fields out there full of second-hand cars. Can that capacity increase beyond where it is today?
So Alawir is one of the hubs of selling used cars and buying used
It was just
cars.
an example. It was just one of them, I know.
Right. So, in terms of capacity, you mean if that area can grow?
Well, yes. I mean, there are thousands of cars out there today. Can it take any more of the cars that you are going to buy from the public through your website?
I believe yes. Actually, when I was in an interview 2 or 3 months ago with Tim, we actually were discussing businesses. I couldn't reveal what I'm actually going to do. I was in the research time where I actually didn't figure out, oh, is this going to work out or not? So that time I figured I should talk to industry experts. And when I did, I figured out that these people are actually looking for stock, and they're looking for quality stock pre-inspected, and they're looking for cars in massive deals. And that's why we believe it's going to work.
It's almost, I guess, a brokerage approach, isn't it? In many ways, you're a pre-dealer, I suppose, in some ways. Would you? One of the approaches that springs to mind to me is stock from car hire companies. When the car reaches the 40,000, 50,000, whatever that car hire company's limit is on a new car, when it's outlived its usefulness, are you looking at buying bulk in that way? Where do you go to find bulk second-hand car purchases?
So, our focus is, of course, definitely the end consumer who's willing to sell his car without the hassle or haggle, and anywhere in the country with our nationwide branches. But we have seen, and we actually had a pre-launch phase, so we have some kind of experience already, that rental car companies actually using us as well, and it definitely makes sense for them there, yes.
So you went live yesterday. What's the response been like so far, Saygin? How's it been?
It's overwhelming. Again, we are still a quite small team, so the amount of appointment requests we have got was amazing, and I had a little bit of experience prior to the launch because we had this pre-launch registration page up for 2 or 3 weeks. We got a lot of requests and messages of people wanting to sell their car, and it's so far so good. Touch wood, I think. We should just continue and see what's going to happen.
And you're a virtual business, so I mean, I guess in theory, as you grow, you mentioned nationwide there. You're going to have substations across the nation for people to be based at when they go out to these appointments.
And that is one of the key services we offer is convenience. So we can't say we're the most convenient seller if we are not close to you. So we are located in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in Sharjah. Basically, in Dubai, we have all kinds of locations. One in Sukim Street, one on Safa Park, one on Garhoud. So we're covering the city. So we are growing fast, and we are just trying to be close to the people. Because otherwise you can't sell your car quick. You need to be close to these people.
Saygin Yalcin is the founder and CEO of SellAnyCar.com. Saygin, nice to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.